Anna Freezers, Paulo, the newest kids on the block versus a very veteran team with a little addition para sa ating Anna Freezers.
Well, Boom, just a little overview on this coming up match. It'll sure to be a very exciting ball game because both these teams.
Yes, go ahead, Paulo, go ahead.
Both these teams will, of course, be playing with fire. This is the opening game, and alam mo naman pagka opening
day of the 20th season in the Chairman's Cup of your PBL. Please welcome the starters for the newest kids on the block, John O'Juice. At center number 33, Ranidel Del Campo. Power forward number 5, Barbie Barbosa. At big guard number 2, Archen Kayabyab. Small forward number 7, Bong Salvador. And at point guard number 17, Edric Ferrer. The head coach for John O'Juice, Manny Dandan, assisted by Rico Perez and John Flores. Team managers are Carlos Sario and Maya Montecillo, and team owner, Senator John Osmeña. And now, starting for the Anna Freezers.
All right, we're looking at the starting lineups kanina. Medyo natapunan tayo ni kasamang Rolly, ang ating partner dito sa Makati Coliseum. But you mentioned earlier, Paulo, about this John O'Juice team as we look at the starters of Anna Freezers, and we'll go through the teams in a while. Let's just look at the starters right now. Anna Freezers, for all of our PBL fans, walang pagbabago masyado yung kanilang lineup except for Hiron, who will be playing for the Anna Freezers for the very first time dito sa ating Chairman's Cup. In the meantime, ito namang John O'Juice will be led by Edric Ferrer, who last time played for the Ateneo Pioneer team. As we look at the coach, Manny Dandan, the very laid-back style of Manny Dandan, he will go up against his counterpart sa kabila na the very animated, the very prolific na si Coach Rudy Mendoza.
Yes, it'll be interesting to also watch the coaches on the sidelines.
Yes.
And well, Coach Manny Dandan will be handling John O'Juice. Alam naman natin siya rin yung coach ng NU Bulldogs sa UAAP. Kaya namang ang team ng John O'Juice is composed also of a lot of the standouts of the NU Bulldogs.
Okay, right now we have the ceremonial toss. Nakikita natin sa gitna ang ating commissioner na si Chino Trinidad with our chairman na si Josel Dosi. And let's just talk about quickly, Paulo, first of all, before we start this game, as we look at the ceremonial toss, also the Senator John Osmeña mismo whose team will be seeing action for the very first time.
Well, alam mo ito si Senator is also very active dito sa ating league na pagdating sa sports. Nandyan din yan.
Major sports fan, and this is a great addition to ang ating Philippine Basketball League. Of course, the reason for that is, well, Coach, alam natin, is taking a leave of absence. They are the defending champions of this Chairman's Cup, but since they're not here, this is a wide open race, this Chairman's Cup, Paulo.
Oh yes, no? Hindi talaga natin masasabi kung sino bang team dito ang lamang. Of course, there are some favorites and some teams look strong on paper, but when they hit the hard court, iba na yung labanan dito sa PBL. No? You really can't say.
Now you look at the starters for the National University, the core of which, of course, dito para sa John O'Juice. This is a team na hindi mo pwedeng pagpagpagin lang dito sa PBL. Alam mo, they may not be, you may not label them as whipping boys for this Chairman's Cup because this is a very strong team.
Oh yes, they have a lot of tough players in this lineup. Together with, of course, Ranidel Del Campo, the younger brother of Yancy, will be manning the center position. Another tough player here for John O'Juice is Jerome Barbosa.
Exactly.
He's a veteran here, the guy with the ball right now, and he plays power forward. Expect him to be one of the main players for John O'Juice.
Or you mentioned power. Ayun na, si Jerome Barbosa, ang unang nagpuntos para dito sa John O'Juice. And the first 2 points for the PBL Chairman's Cup, the 20th season, is on. Paul Artadi against Edric Ferrer para sa Anna Freezers. Looking for Ronald Tubin. Yung pinagsak kay Hiron, wala. Leo Villar taps it out, so mababalik sa yellow ball.
Kung titignan naman natin yung lineup ng Anna Freezers, that backcourt composed of Artadi and Tubid is actually the backcourt that they have in the UE Warriors side sa UAAP. So both these players are very familiar with each other.
Yes.
At mabibilis maglaro nito mga to.
Paul Artadi once played for the PYBL, gives it off to Ronald Tubid, gets it to go right away. Score is tied at 2.
Oh, Ronald Tubid, as we all know, is also the heart and soul of this Anna Freezers team. He plays with so much intensity and so much spirit.
Wait, Don Mendoza stepping into the passing lane, gets fouled though by Bong Salvador. Bong Salvador moving over to the NBA last season, coming from the Shark Energy Kings, went to the NBA and is now back with us here at the PBL. Ganun din ang kwento nitong si Jerome Barbosa, as you see Coach Manny Dandan on your screens right now, the head coach of John O'Juice. So, hindi na mga baguhan yan. And of course, highlight din ito, yung pagbabalik ni Ranidel De Ocampo. For those of you who watched Ranidel before when he played for Montaña, he is just an incredible talent. And it was sad that he had to undergo a season without playing basketball. But now he's back, and that's the good news.
Oh, yes. Well, si Ranidel De Ocampo, he's one of those big men who, as early as now, the coaches are all scouting him out and then watching his progress.
Arjun Kayabyab misses the three-point attempt. And here we go, Don Mendoza also coming up a splendid Challenge Cup. Itong si Don Mendoza. 6 points for the Anna Freezers against the 2 of John O'Juice. 4 points going to Ronald. I'll make that, yeah, that's right, Ronald Tubid.
Yes, they're on a mini run right now. And that tandem of Mendoza and Tubid is very strong in the offensive end.
Ranidel De Ocampo may konting gigil ba dito sa ating laro. Pinilit for the offensive foul. Oh, huling-huli.
Gigil yan, no? Yung kasamang gigil yan. Usually, a game opener, you will see a lot of situations wherein the players have just so much energy.
Yes.
It's the energy that they want to release.
Bong Salvador with a getaway. No! Don Mendoza was there to send that ball back to earth, but according to the referees, may foul. Seemed like a clear getaway for Bong Salvador, but he slowed down a bit, partner.
Papanorin mo to, no? Nasubal pa yan against the backboard. Whoa! And Don Mendoza, he went up for that one.
And, well, the audience seemed to disagree with the referee's call. We have to tell you that we have 2 big screens here at the Makati Coliseum, so the audience can witness also yung mga slow-mo replays na nakikita ng ating TV audience. At dito po tayo sa Makati Coliseum. Magandang hapon po muli sa inyong lahat. Boom Gonzalez with Paulo Trillo for the first game of the 20th season of your Philippine Basketball League. Sablay ang tira ni Bong Salvador. And Don Mendoza with back-to-back fouls.
Yes, he picked up a foul there trying to box out Jerome Barbosa. That's bad news for Anna Freezers.
Oh.
As we all know, Don Mendoza, one of their main guns.
Exactly. Edric Ferrer for the 3. Gets it to go. Anlinis.
Well, Edric Ferrer, the last time around, played for Ateneo.
That's right.
And right now, well, he found a new home here with John O'Juice as a starting point guard too.
Dahil yung bagong kapunan ng Ateneo, Happy Nenaka, medyo almost 90% mga Atenista na yan. Kaya si Edric Ferrer is here at John O'Juice. And Ranidel De Ocampo off the back iron yung kanyang tres. Nakita mo yung energy, kita mo yung excitement. Paolo talagang. Welcome back to your PBL. This is where the future begins. Score is 6-5. Lamang ng isa ang Anna Freezers with 7:11 to go. As you look at the King Paint Master, who is the, of course, #1 draft pick ng PBA, si Yancy De Ocampo, in support of his younger brother.
Si Kuya.
Kuya,
nanonood. Okay.
Agawan. At tingnan natin kung kanino, may iwan yata. Sa Anna Freezers.
And that's the beauty of watching the PBL games as well. No? You see these young, fresh legs just diving all over the floor, going for those loose balls, and then that's where you start seeing how they build character.
That's right. Iron with a short jump hook. Ronald Tubid missing his jumper. May iwan pa rin ang bola sa Anna Freezers with a fresh shot clock. Jerome Barbosa. Last played for Bingo Filipino dito sa ating PBL. alongside Topex Robinson before they both moved to different teams. And here comes Bong Salvador now to Edric. Edric grinds Arjun. Arjun gets doubled. Edric with a getaway all the way to the hoop.
Edric Ferrer is playing with a lot of confidence in this squad, no? He used to play backup point guard in his other teams, but here he's starting out as the point guard. And nakikita natin yung kumpiyansa niya nandyan talaga.
At yan na rin ang dinadala niya dito sa John O. Juice, yung experience niya dito sa PBL.
Oh, yes.
Playing for that Ateneo Pioneer team. As a starting point guard dito, ganun din ang nangyari. What surprises me though, partner, is that if you know the Ana Freezers team very well, as we look at this getaway from Edric Ferrer, originally from the UP Maroons, is Ronald Pascual did not start the game for Ana Freezers. He's the #1 scorer of the Ana Freezers.
Yes, well, Pascual is always in that rotation. I mean, he's one of their scorers. But he has to rotate positions with Don Mendoza and Villar.
And actually, si Hiron, who's a new recruit, siya pa yung inuna kaysa kay Ronald Pascual.
Well, Hiron is more of a legitimate center
talaga.
for Ana Freezers, yes. Ward off.
Tama. Edric Ferrer, huling-huli.
Oh.
Tulak niya kay Paul Artadi. Artadi playing originally from the University of the East.
He's a very wily defender, that's si Paul Artadi. He's built in the mold of a Pal David.
That's right. Ferrer with a rebound. Now trying to run against Ana. They go to Ranidel. He gets blocked and he goes for the charge. Medyo minamalas pa itong John O. Juice. But of course, we all know that they will go through a period of adjustment. And that's one of those instances, partner, na parang hindi tama yung pagtakbo ng fast break.
Yes, well, you know, you never give the big man the ball running down the floor in front with defenders in front of him because it's going to be hard for him to control the ball.
Saka nasa gilid yung bola, partner.
Pero alam mo, second personal foul yan para kay Ranidel de Ocampo. They have to watch it because with our new FIBA rules,
we only have 5 fouls.
You only have 5 fouls to commit and you're out of here.
And they should not forget that. Artadi is fouled by Edric, and that probably will be Edric's second personal foul too.
Right.
So now, Ranidel de Ocampo and Edric Ferrer are both in foul trouble sa kabila naman.
Together with Bong Salvador. 3 players with 2 fouls apiece. At talagang alam naman natin, ito yung mga starting players nila. These are the veterans of this squad.
Especially ito si Edric Ferrer. Although the original point guard from the NU, itong si Froilan Bagyon, papasok na para kay Edric Ferrer. As you look at Francis Zamora and Renren Ritualo, Francis now playing for the ICTSI Archers. Of course, he is a former De La Salle University standout, Renren. Of course, the part of our PBL future, kung tawagin natin.
Well, we used to call him the future, but now he is the future.
Yep. The future is now for that guy.
It's back. It's here in the present, of course. Everybody's very proud of Renren Ritualo being the only rookie that was included in that RP national training pool.
That's right. Artadi with a short staff. Now the lead is 3, 10-7, coming up on the 5-minute mark.
So Baguian now will man the point guard slot as he replaces Edric Ferrer with 2 fouls. Partner, pumasok na rin dito si Olaguer.
That's right. And si Arnold Booker is also in. Ryan Olaguer, Baguion, and Arnold Booker, the new faces here on the floor for John O. Juice. This is going to be a great matchup. Artadi versus Baguion, and Artadi pushes Baguion out of bounds at huli, referee.
Yes, these are 2 speedsters. They'll be going at it this whole ball game, I'm sure.
If you look at Coach Rudy Mendoza with Robin Mendoza, who usually acts as his assistant here in the PBL. 5 minutes to go. Orlan Baguion now with 2 free throws. Incredible finish for the National University in the last UAAP for Coach Manny Dandan. First time they ever made it to the Final Four, and they really gave all the teams in the UAAP a big scare. They almost made it, partner.
Yes, well, you know, this NU Bulldog squad has really gotten so much respect after all these years. No? They really built up a core. They have a strong core of players who really play hard. And then right now, most of those players are here with the John O. Juice team.
We got 8 seconds to cross the ball, and Ronald Tubit barely made it. Tubit is against Booker. The short stab gets it to go.
And looks like Ronald Tubit has been working hard in the off-season.
Yes.
He looks like he's in tip-top shape.
Bong Salvador gets away but doesn't get it to go. And Melvin Mamaklay from the Wellcoat housemates have moved over to Anna Freezers. Of course, from the Adamson University, ito si Melvin Mamaklay. At magagamit ito dito, partner.
Oh yes, no, Mamaklay also a player who can contribute in different ends of the floor.
Tubit. Short, Mamaklay trying to tap it to himself. Baguion off to Arnold Booker for the getaway. And now the lead is only 2 for the Freezer makers. 12-10, coming up on the 4-minute mark of this first quarter.
Well, no transition defense that time around for Anna Freezers, as everybody was just on the offensive end.
Leo Villar this time, training the triple. And now the lead is make that 5, 15-10. Brian Olaguer. Ang bilis ng ating puntusan dito, partner.
Nasabihin ko nga, high-scoring ball game tayo dito, partner. 15-12. We still have 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
And we are playing under FIBA rules, which makes it a hell more exciting. Ronald Tubit against Booker. He wants to take on Booker one-on-one. Mamaklay, 4 seconds to shoot. Tubit from the outside gets it to go.
Tubit is really in a rhythm right now, already with 9 points in the ball game.
He's on fire.
Alam mo, that time around, there was no movement on their side, but then Tubit just took it upon himself to take that outside shot.
Right. They were down to 3 seconds sa ating shot clock. 3:12 to play. Among ng anim as you look at Ronald Tubit with a long 3-point shot and a 6-point lead for Coach Rudy Mendoza. Magbabalik po ang inyong PBL. Back to the Makati Coliseum for the 20th season of your PBL opening day. And the opening game is between the new kids on the block, John O. Juice and Anna Freezers. Coach Joel Banal and his Ateneo team. Nakita niyo si Tenorio nandun. Ryan Pamintuan, it's nice to see him back also here in the PBL. Etong si Ryan Pamintuan.
Yes, a very
season right
solid player. That's the Ateneo crew.
Yep. They're aching to play, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Mamaya, lalaro kasi ang Lasal eh. Kaya nanonood yung mga
Magsa-scout. Alam mo, partner, mabanggit na rin natin yan ng mga eskwela na yan as we look at First Senator John Osmeña, who is on hand for this game. This is becoming a trend here in the PBL. You know, the fielding of almost a pure collegiate team. As Ateneo did that, and now ICTSI LaSalle Archers are also almost doing the same thing, the De La Salle core, and now you see John O. Juice with the National University core. Becoming a trend.
Yes, well, because of course the PBL is really the perfect training ground. I have to cut myself short because Ronald Tubit is just going berserk here in the first quarter. That was the layup and one.
Look at this. Against Arnold Booker. At tinapik pa sa likod. Itong si Froilan Baguion. And now Ronald Tubit with 11 points going for 12. 12 of the 20.
You know, there haven't even been 7 minutes past here in the game. He's already got 12 points.
12 of the 21. I correct myself. So 21-12 is the score. He's already tied the score by himself. Partner ng John O. Juice. Booker for the pull-up jumper is short.
But as I was saying earlier, partner, no, the PBL is really the perfect training ground for all these collegiate stars. And when they play over here, they really get a lot better, not only because of the training of their respective teams, but because of the competition that they have in this league.
Exactly. Partner, not only that, as you look at Don Mendoza train that, being fielded as a team, when they go back to their respective leagues, the UAAP or the NCAA,
they gel. They gel a lot more, and they're more familiar with the way each other plays. That's right.
And that is also what Coach Manny Dandan is looking forward to when he gets the UAAP season started.
Oh, yes.
If we look at the field goals so far, Anna Freezer's already with 19 attempts in this ball game, while John O nangangapapa, partner.
But they're shooting well. 5 out of 8 from the field.
But not enough shots, though. Another attempt for the Freezer makers as we see Ronald Pascual now in the ball game, and this is the guy that, well, ito yung taong bumubuhat sa Anna Freezers on a regular basis. Ronald Pascual is just the man for for anaphysis. That's why I was surprised not to see him in the starting lineup.
Yes.
And now he's there and he attacks the hoop right away.
True. Roland Pascual, very active right away. Pero alam mo, partner, paminsan yan talaga yung mga estilo ng mga coaches.
Mapahiyang nila.
Ang ginagawa nila, some of their main players, they reserve in the bench para pag napalitan yung mga starting five, the level of play does not go down. They always want a take-charge guy in the ball game.
Coach Rudy Mendoza playing the chess game too. With Coach Manny Dandan. 2 misses though for Ronald Pascual. Booker inside. Pass. Dono Juice now with 14 points.
That was a great pass, a great look inside.
Nico Santos with the undergoal stab. Great look, as you said, for Arnold Booker. 2 minutes remaining dito sa ating unang yugto. Melvin Mamaklay inside. Dondon Mendoza powers his way through.
Very powerful move. We're looking at the lineup now of Jono Juice, and this is their second unit.
Exactly. And a lot of the NU players already in. At si Jeff Napa. At penalty na itong Jono Juice as we look at this pass. Pinpoint pass by Arnold Booker to Miko Santos underneath the goal. And talking about penalty, partner, yun din.
Yes.
Sa mga ano natin.
Well, we have a lot of new rules this year, and one of the major rule changes is that after the 4th foul, a team is in the penalty. So the moment you commit the 5th foul, you send the other team to the line for 2 free throws.
And both teams actually in penalty already. As you look at Coach Rudy Mendoza on your screens. Now these anaphyser players.
He's the only team owner who is coaching his squad here in the PBL.
For the 2nd straight conference. Arjun Kayabyab. Quick shot. And a long two for Arjun Kayabyab.
So Arjun Kayabyab is really known for that quick release. Mahirap pantayin yung mga ganong klaseng player, partner.
That's right. Pati si Itubid, nagulat. Biglang tumira.
At magaling pa dumepensa yan si Itubid, ha?
They go down again to Mendoza. Tapikan ng bola. At may iwan pa rin sa anaphrysers with 10 seconds to shoot. Lamang sila ng 9. 25-16, a minute and 15 to play in the first. Anaphrysers, the never say die team of the PBL. Mendoza, the spin, the fake, the shot. Almost gets it to go, but he gets a foul. That means 2 free throws.
The anaphrysers may be...
Dalawa na rin.
Dalawa na yun, oh. They may be one of the shorter teams in the league.
Exactly.
But their shorter players or the forwards are very strong players. So they more than make up for that. Nagtutulungan ito mga ito, no? Kumbaga, pagdating sa rebounding department, gang rebounding yan. Eh. Hindi lang yung mga malalaking nagre-rebound, pati na rin yung mga forwards nila.
Tsaka partner, talagang buo loob ng mga yan eh.
Oo.
And they are well motivated by Coach Rudy Mendoza. You look at Coach Manny Dandan on your screens. Dondon Mendoza already with 7 points. This Chairman's Cup, he joined us actually in the Chairman's Cup of last year. Froilan Baguio now against Artadi. Puts up a 3, gets it to go.
That was in Artadi's face.
Dalawa na yun, sunod si Kayabyab, tapos si Baguio, bigla-biglang tumitira. The confidence of these players. Let's look at that 3-point shot again. A booming triple, courtesy of Froilan Baguio.
And you could tell Baguio was already thinking about taking that shot when he was just bringing that ball down. He just looked at the ring and went for it.
Mendoza now, out to Artadi. Artadi drives. Nowhere to go against Brian Olaguer, but then Mendoza also on fire with 10 points.
Partner, Mendoza and Tubin have combined for 22 points in the first quarter.
But look at Froilan Baguio, wastes no time para bawiin yung 2 puntas, pero tatawagan siya ng foul dito. Alam mo, ang daming fouls committed by Jono Juice, and that was a useless foul, partner. Dahil dito pa lang yan sa backcourt, and Coach Manny Dandan talking to Froilan, gamit ng konting utak, sabi niya.
Coaches hate to see fouls like that, especially when you're in the penalty.
Ibigyan mo ng libreng puntos yan eh.
You stop the clock and you put your opponents on the line for 2.
Well, looking at the foul situation itong Jono Juice, partner. Ilan na sila dyan na dalawa? De Ocampo, Ferrer, andyan din Salvador, and Baguio has 2 personal fouls. Key players for Coach Manny Dandan.
Well, it also says something about their aggressiveness on the defensive end, though. When they commit a lot of fouls, that means that they're also pressuring the ball to the hilt. So it could be a good sign and a bad one at the same time, because of course, you don't want your players to get into too much of a foul trouble.
Laguerre picks up the loose ball. Goes to Baguion, inside to Miko Santos. Some sort of a triangle for them. Miko goes for the hoop. Surprise! Itong si Melvin Mamaklay with that third around jumper.
Oh, partner, Mamaklay was caught flat-footed.
Exactly.
Hindi niya akalain na titira ito si Miko Santos.
Mamaklay comes up short. They got 6 seconds, a 3-on-1. Kayabyab goes for the hoop. And it's a 30-26, make that 30-25 score at the end of the first 10 minutes of blistering action. The first game of the 20th season of your Philippine Basketball League. Start of the second quarter for this game, and again, we are under FIBA rules, and we start the second quarter with a jump ball. As you look at the cool cat waiting to play, he is playing for the ICTSI Archers. It's been a while since I said that. Against the blue power team later on sa ating second game ng ating doubleheader.
Should be a good one, man.
Oh, that's going to be a real good one. Blue has just powered themselves up, and with a new coach, Coach Leo Isaac, and welcome back to our partner din dito, si Coach Leo Isaac. He's back coaching for Blue, and they just won the Cebu Invitational, partner, and they're looking good this conference.
Yes, they're doing really well. That's pressure defense again. Yet.
Ooh! What a block there. Froilan Baguion thought he had an easy layup, but no. James Ligo was there to reject the shot, but then the lead is only 3, partner, 30-27 after the conversion of Arjun Kayabyab.
Well, good recovery that time. Pero napapansin na natin ang Jano Juice ngayon, nagpo-full court press na.
Froilan Baguion trying to put a little organization sa kanyang kupunan. At mukhang matatawagan ang tulak. Itong si Ronald Tubid. Hinahabol. Itong si Arjun Kayabyab. Nagkakaroon ng konting personalan itong dalawang player na to.
Well, I just have some numbers, partner, no? In the first quarter, Jano Juice committed 8 turnovers. And that just goes to show that they're still not so familiar, as you look at the turnover story, they're not so familiar with each other. Oh, dahil alam mo, pagkabagong team yan, talagang mahirap yan. No? It takes a lot of time before you can gel.
It's a feeling out process. That's what they're going through right now. Olaguer missing the turnaround shot. 9 minutes as the second quarter is underway. Boom Gonzalez with Paulo Trillo dito po sa inyong Philippine Basketball League. At nawala yung bola, nangunguna na naman si Jeff Napa, and this time he won't be denied. And looking for the foul. Also, that's the first 2 points for Jeff Napa. Mendoza all alone and was fouled by Baguion, a useless foul, partner, because that is a 3-point play for Anna Freezers. Plus, that is possibly his 3rd personal.
Yes, actually.
Let's just check on that. Let's look at this play first. Jeff Napa all the way to the hoop. Strong drive against James Ligo, rather.
We still have to confirm who picked up that foul on the other end. As
Chico Manabat, pumasok na rin dito.
Oh.
One thing for sure, Don Mendoza is going for a 3-point play, partner, to try to extend this lead.
So Don Mendoza, while Ronald Tubil is cooling his heels right now, silently, Don Mendoza has overtook him in the scoring department now with 13 points.
Miko Santos, wow, what a good fake, and then goes for the hoop.
You know, Miko Santos is a very deceiving player.
Yes.
He does not look as quick as he moves, but he's a very smart player and he uses his body well.
Emerson Oreta to Ronald Pascual, who's blocked by Brian Olaguer. At tumatakbo na naman itong Jano Zeus, and Emerson Oreta fouls Jeff Napa.
Pumasok na rin ito si Oreta for more firepower.
From the UST stable, as you look at Miko, fake the ball, goes straight to the hoop, and an easy lay-in.
That's just good body control right there for a big man. Able to give off that fake pass and still go for the layup.
Inside to Olaguer. Wala pa rin, pero naawa pa.
Yan ang shooter's bounce.
Yes. Eh, talagang ganyan ang basketball. Kasama swerte talaga.
Nakita mo naman ito si Olaguer, naka-headband pa yan. Ha?
That's right. Robin Mendoza banging bodies with Chico Manabat. Oreta eye-to-eye against Arjun Kayabyab. Nice pass, the Mendoza connection, but then they don't get it to go. Wild pass by Brian Olaguer. Balik na naman sa green shirts. Oreta pa zigzag lang, partner.
That's coast to coast for Oreta, and that's the luxury you have when you have good dribbling skills. You can really take it to the hoop.
And here we go again. Arjun Cayabyab misses the three-point shot. A ball will remain with the John O. Juice team at the 7:20 mark of this second quarter. Timeout naman dito sa inyong Philippine Basketball League as you see Emerson Oreta with a teardrop shot. And now the 2-point lead, 35-33. Good test. Yep.
Mendoza now picking that ball up.
Ligo with a pull-up jumper. Here we go. Jeff Napa inside to Brian Olaguer. Brian Olaguer finally finding the hoop. It is tied now at 35 all. Second quarter action dito po sa Makati Coliseum at 6:47 to play. Magandang hapon po muli sa inyong lahat. Welcome to the 20th season of the PBL. That is a waste of a shot from Roland Pascual. Ang ganda sana nung attempt, partner, kaya lang wala.
Well, really a game of spurts right here. Don't look now, but it's all tied up here at 35 all. And nakita natin, Anna Freezer's off to a strong start. Pero yung John O. Juice, biglang nabuhay rin dito.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, partner, ito ang kapunan na hindi mo maipapagpag. Lalo na after the first quarter, it seems that they have slowly gotten the groove of this ball game and of this league. And now they are standing toe-to-toe, partner, with Anna Freezers.
Yes.
And now they're going for the upper hand in this play.
This is also where the second units come into play.
Yes.
Does the quality of level of play go down when your bench players come in? And ang importante rin tignan dito, no? Yung depth ng bench ng bawat kupunan dito.
Problema nga lang para sa kupunan ni Coach Manny Dandan so far is the turnovers. That was another one. And now they spoiled the chance to get the lead. Mawabalik na naman sa Anna Freezers ang bola. 6:15 to play. An inside operation talaga nitong si Roland Pascual. Relentless.
Well, Pascual is a workhorse, but picking up foul number 2 is Olaguer.
So ang dami na.
So it looks like there's 6 players from John O. Juice with 2 fouls apiece.
Namamangka na sila. As you see, James Ligo connect on a booming triple with 6 minutes to go, and now the lead up to 3, 38-35. Great game we're witnessing, Paulo. This is just real fast game. Jeff Napa against Ligo. Napa out to Manabat. Manabat, matatawagan ng traveling.
Extra step that time. Good cover on him. Natakpan ni Robbie Mendoza yung mga passing lanes. Pero mabilis yung pace natin dito, partner. Talagang it's intensity here in the PBL.
That's right. Although the scoring has whittled down a bit. Remember, after the first quarter, Anna Freezers had 30 points. And now midway the second quarter, they only have 38. So medyo yung depensa ng dalawang kupunan gumanda rin as you look at the perfect passing of the John O. Juice from Chico Manabat to Arnold Booker.
Well, it's the running game right now of John O. Juice. That's keeping them here. Keep them close with Anna.
James Ligo attempting another 3. This time comes up short. Mababalik ang bola, and another chance to grab the lead for the John O. Juice makers. Let's look at that. Chico Manabat looking right, passing left, and Emerson Oreta did not know what hit him in that play.
Yes, Booker can finish that play any day.
This guy can dunk.
Oh yes, he can get up there.
Oh yes. Jeff Napa launching a 3, gets it to go.
Jeff Napa finding the mark here in the second quarter with 5 points.
Jeff Napa, one of the solid scorers from the National University too. I believe he played this last year, partner. I may be wrong, but I believe he played this last year for the UAAP. As you look at him, released and nothing but the bottom of the net, partner, in that shot. 5 points, as you mentioned, and now the lead swinging to John O. Juice, 40-38. And now they have a chance to extend that lead. They're looking good right now. Olaguer, bump, goes for the shot, kinapos. Eto si Pascual, bato-bato talaga yan eh. Hindi mo pwede basta bangga-banggain yan eh.
Enforcer yan ng Ana. No? He does the dirty work down low, and he's also an offensive player as well.
Look at him, he's just relentless, partner. He'll get fouled, he'll get bodied up, but he'll just go on inside. That's Ronald Pascual for you. He hasn't gotten much points, but he's been getting the fouls, partner.
Oh,
and
yes.
Look, Brian Olaguer moving out.
Olaguer picked up his third personal foul that time around. He had to help out.
You know, like for Olaguer, dalawa na lang yung pwede niyang ibigay na foul.
Oh, sa ating mga fans out there, no, we are now using FIBA rules.
Exactly.
And with the exception of some other rules that we are implementing, no, and one of the major rule adjustments is really the 5 personal foul disqualification for the players.
Mendoza, malakas yung pasa. Booker picks it up. Booker, nagmamadali. Finishes with the left. He gets fouled by Emerson Oreta. But did you see that guy, Sky?
I was just about to say, he was smoking the court that time around.
Partner, it says here in my lineup paper, this guy's 5'10", but I don't
Can you fly with me?
I don't think that's 5'10".
You know, he looks shorter than 5'10",
Yes.
but this guy, you know, he can't, it's not only about his jumping ability, this guy's a quick player.
And he's graceful.
Yeah.
If you saw the way he just laid it in.
Notice those braids, too, to go with that game of his. As we take a look at Coach Manny Dandan.
Jojo de Guzman coming in for the Anna Freezer makers. Linabas muna si Mendoza. Mendoza and Tubid, the 2 scorers from the Freezer makers, are resting on the bench right now with 4:18 to play sa ating pangalawang yugto. Lamang ang John O. Juice ng tatlo.
So let's see who picked up the slack this time around for Anna Freezer.
Eto na naman, partner. Tumatakbo na naman ang yellow shirts. Arnold Booker all the way. Doesn't get it to drop. Jeff Napa was there. Wala pa rin. Nag-agawan sa bola.
Look, holy
and
cow.
that's PBL action,
Oh
partner.
boy, look at Booker. Did you see how he was scrambling to get that ball and keep it alive?
Let's look at this play again. He goes up, brings it down, brings it back up, but look at the second jump, partner.
Direct, keep this rolling, keep this rolling. Watch Booker trying to keep it, fighting with his teammate to get that ball.
Ball stays with John O. Juice. We will segue into a timeout and a commercial break. We will be back. For more PBL action on its 20th year, with 3:58 to play, lamang ang John O. Juice ng tatlo. There must be something good going on during the huddle. Ano bang nangyayari, Ms. Haya at Sacoso?
Actually, Coach Rudy Mendoza of Anna just reminding his team that they have to play a running game para makasabay, of course, sa John O. Juice. They're a very aggressive team at unti-unti na nakakabalik sa laro. In fact, sabi niya they are already heated up and they know how to play the game already sa PBL. So what they have to do is to defend and put pressure on the man carrying the ball. Back to you guys.
And that's what they're doing. Definitely, partner. They've been creating turnovers, forcing the turnovers. Pero itong Anna Freezers nakabawi.
Oh, well, that's a good point. No, tama dun si Coach Rudy Mendoza. Anna has to start thinking on the defensive end. Ang nangyari kasi, they got an early lead. Pagkatapos, they got a bit complacent. Thus, dun nga humabol dito ang John O. Juice. What they have to remember is that they still have to keep up the defensive pressure if they want to hold on to a lead.
You just saw there on your screens, John O. Juice doing better on the rebounding department. 9-4. Jeff Napa already with 7 points in this ball game. Lamang ng dalawa ang koponan ni Coach Manny Dandan. Inside, that was a strong move by James Ligo.
Ligo's picked up 8 points already here in the ball game, and all those 8 points have come in the second quarter.
And off the bench too, partner. Huh? So the bench players for both teams actually contributing heavily in this campaign of theirs so far. It's turning out to be a tit for tat kind of basketball as we see Jerome Barbosa powering his way inside, out to Manabat. Manabat, wrong pass. Wrong person to pass to at least. Emerson Oreta now. Up to Ligo again. Ligo stops. Nakita niya si Migo Santos, but the guy's on fire.
Yep, you said it. Ligo's on fire. Already with 10 in the quarter, and he's just stroking it.
Jeff Napa. Inside to Migo Santos. Wow, what a pass.
Excellent, excellent pass here for Jeff Napa. I don't know how he got that ball underneath, but he He had eyes behind his head at that time around.
Awesome body control, actually. You look at them going up, going down, finding Nico Santos underneath. 3 for the 2. And the ball game is tied again, but etong Ana Friso is trying to break that tie. Wala pa rin. At matatawagan na ng foul itong si Melvin Mamaklay as Jerome Barbosa.
You know what we're seeing right now? What we're seeing right now, partner, is a run and gun game. Both these teams do not really have strong inside players or strong inside games. So we're just seeing a run and gun attack. Both teams going for those transition points, and whichever team in the end
Runs out of gas?
is faster or runs out of gas will lose. But then, like I said, it's a very quick game here for both squads.
Jerome Barbosa is on the line because the Ana Friso makers are over the limit. Are in the penalty already, under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. The Barbarian. Let's give him that name. We haven't found a moniker for this guy, so we'll find one. Well, we just coined one for him today. Jerome the Barbarian Barbosa.
Well,
does it have a good ring to it?
It's got that nice Barbosa the Barbarian. It goes well.
Exactly. So I think we'll stick to that from now on. Oreta fouled from the three-point area, and you know what that means. And Arnold Booker commits his first personal. Sorry, Dan.
Yes, you never foul a jump shooter.
Emerson already trying to bait him the first time, but he still went for it.
Well, we couldn't really see in that angle. Ferrer blocked that side. It could have been, well, a foul was called, so that would mean 3 free throws for Oreta.
And that's also, partner, a sign of, well, yung indecisiveness na rin. Dahil, well, let's give it to the guy. He's a rookie here. Sa ating PBL. No matter how long you've played in the UAAP, it's a different level here, the PBL.
Definitely.
Different game, different set of players, different set of rules. Emerson Oreta, originally from the USD stable, drops 2 free throws. Tubin, who has been out the whole second quarter, is back with 1:43 to play. Dito sa ating first half.
Oh, si Tubin, in the first quarter, he went berserk for 12 points. And I guess he lost steam. No, he just needed that rest on the bench.
Oh, that's a major collision. The Saint and the Barbarian. That ain't good.
This means it's war down there.
Oh, Barbosa, hard to get up. Medyo nagkatamaan ng tuhod eh. Not a nice place to. So Arnold Booker now moves out. And Arjun Kayabyab comes back into the ball game. 1:35 to play, 17 on the shot clock. Great view. Underneath, Barbosa still at it.
Oh, Barbosa really created space for himself inside. I don't know if we can catch that again, but did you see the way he was feeling his defender? He really made that play happen.
That was Jojo de Guzman.
But
first personal foul. Let's look at that play again. By your request, partner.
Oh, he really sealed his defender. He was just under the basket at that time.
And that's what Barbosa really does so well. He just, just roams around that no lingering zone, and that's where he earns his living.
Well, he's got this wide, massive body, and that's what helps him out. He just bangs into the player. Pero alam mo, partner, ito si Barbosa, matalinong player din yan, ano? He's not like those other big players who just bang and get those offensive fouls. He knows how to use his strength. May diskarte yan.
Now Barbosa gives them the lead again, 49-48. Mamaklay is fouled by Miko Santos. Miko Santos disagrees. Manny Dandan, the coach, agrees with him. That's the third personal on Miko Santos. And both Olaguer and Miko Santos are, kumbaga sa ating street terms, partner, warning na yan para sa kanila.
Alam mo, first half pa lang tayo dito. They may not feel it right away here in the first half. But I'm telling us earliest now, down the stretch, pagdating ng fourth quarter, mahihirapan itong John O'Juice because of the foul trouble.
And Miko Santos has been playing well for Coach Manny Dandan. He actually started this ball game. Melvin Mamaklay ties the ball game at 49. Approaching the half-century mark, wala. Miko Santos with a rebound, fouled. And that's a useless foul para kay James Ligo because we are going to walk to the other side.
Yes.
And without time moving, Miko Santos will shoot free throws.
Well, those are the mistakes that the players will learn from.
Exactly. James Ligo also, baguhan dito sa ating Philippine Basketball League.
I'm still amazed, partner, at our high-scoring ball game at 49 all. Usually, for an opening game, the players are still a bit rusty, still a bit sloppy. But in this ball game, they've just been running rings around each other, and we got a high-scoring ball game right now.
Nico Santos now connecting and giving his team a 1-point lead with 1:15 to play the first half of this ball game. Robin Mendoza against Edric Ferrer, also playing with 2 personal fouls. Ligo from 15 gets it to go.
Ligo, wow, 12 big points in the second quarter. He's really the man that has stepped up for Ana Freezers.
Dahil nawala yung scoring ni Tubid tsaka ni Mendoza, si Ligo yung pumalit. Nico Santos with a great escape job. Again, excellent point, partner. His weight and his, the way he looks,
he knows,
deceiving.
Yes, he knows how to make use of his long arms and really go around his defender.
Kaya Biab fouls Ronald Tubid. That is his first personal, but that hardly matters because Tubid will march to the line. Let's look at that crossover move on Melvin Mamaklay. And Melvin,
he was just left behind.
Wala na, ate his dust. And Nico shaking his head, saying, "Did you see that, Mama?"
Saying, "Put somebody else on me."
Ronald Tubid now breaking the tie. Actually, tying the ball game at 52 all.
Well, one good sign we have here for Ana Freezers is that they've got a balanced scoring attack. Already 3 players with double figures here. Tubid, Mendoza, and Ligo.
Ferrer to Kaya Biab. That's an illegal pick, and that will be the 4th personal, partner on Nico Santos. Now that's the problem here. When Nico Santos committed his 3rd, maybe, just maybe, he should have been pulled up. And let's look at this play again. Kaya Biab using the Nico Santos pick. Referees thought it wasn't solid enough. Mamaklay from 16 feet. Trickles out. And look at Nico Santos again getting the board. Pero na abutan siya. Nagtinikling siya dun sa ating baseline.
Oh, maganda yung depensa dun ni Ronald Tubid. And Mendoza really pressuring the ball, not commit. And now Nico Santos committing that turnover.
Now, with 19 seconds remaining, I don't think yung substitution na balak ni Coach Manny Dandan aabot pa.
Papasok dapat dito si Grijaldo to replace
Nico
Santos. They might want to go against, might want to go to Mendoza, who's being defended by Santos.
But Ligo thought otherwise. As it finds Mamaklay free underneath. Pass coming from Robin Mendoza. 2 seconds left. Edric Ferrer throws it up. They will not have enough time. And at the end of 20 minutes of furious 20th season PBL action, we find the Ana Freezers ahead by 4, 51-50, make that 55-51 behind the second quarter exploits of James Ligo. We will be back with our halftime show. Between John O. Juice and the Ana Freezers, and you look at the scores right now, high scoring 55-52, a 3-point lead for the Ana Freezers. Partner, what a first half we just witnessed.
Oh, napaka high scoring nakita natin as we take a look at some key statistics. Look at those field goal percentages. Akala mo mga isang taon na naglalaro ng dalawang koponan, opening game pa lang ito, no? Look at those. That's high,
Very high.
62% for John O. Juice from the field. Ana shooting 49%, no? We take a look at the assist department. Of course, John O. Juice
fast break kasi, kaya
with 15, tama, no? Transition points, they had a lot of those assists. But of course, because you're running a lot, they also committed a lot of turnovers. That's 14 points off turnovers. Ana, that's where they really got a lot of points, 18 from those turnovers.
Kaya naman nakabawi itong Ana Freezers dito at 55-52 ang ating score. Looking at the scoring leaders, you mentioned the Ana attack, very, very solid, very well balanced.
Yes, well, John O. Juice with Santos, Napa, and Baguion scoring 11, 7, and 6 points apiece. Pag titignan natin naman yung koponan ng Ana, ito yung scoring attack na talagang nakita natin. Tubid, Mendoza, and Ligo taking turns and taking different shifts in the scoring and the offensive end for Ana.
What do we expect in the what do we expect, partner? Well, as we saw, we had a high-scoring game. The first half, run and gun of both teams. Well, antifreezers, they always love to run. John O'Juice is our first time to actually watch them as a team here in the BBL. What do we expect? What do you think is going to happen here in the second quarter? Are these two teams going to slow down? Are they done with the feeling out process?
Well, alam mo, partner, I have no doubt about it that this game is not going to slow down.
Okay,
all right. At
least that is for sure.
Yes, for sure. We will see run and gun all the way. Whoever last. But gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, itong dalawang koponan wala talagang inside game. No, they don't have those big players and who they can really continue to post up and assert themselves inside. So what they're doing is they're either going for those transition points or they're going for quick attacks or outside shots on the set play.
Now it will be, as we look at the Coach Koy Banal, who is the coach of the Kutita Toothpaste team here at the BBL. He joined Kutita last conference, did a splendid job for that team.
And boom! Mga fans natin dito sa PBL, mamaya panoorin mo yung game, huwag yung mga fans, ha?
I always stay focused during the game. Third quarter is underway. Salamat, Direk. 9:55, 55-52 is our score. And the Antifreezers have first possession here in the second half. Don Mendoza attacking right away. Look at that, partner. Bong Salvador.
I have a feeling these players know something we don't know, Boom. There's probably some gold inside that basketball or something. Everybody's after it.
So it's Don Mendoza against Bong Salvador for the toss-up. Mendoza wins out, but the ball is tapped over to Froilan Baguion. Let's look at the starting five for the second half. You have Baguion, you have the Barbarian Barbosa inside. You also have Ranidel de Ocampo, finally scores 2 points in this ball game. Jeff Napa is there, and Bong Salvador for the Freezer Makers.
Well, that's one guy, Boom, no?
Yes,
Ranidel de Ocampo. That's the only guy I see.
Oh, what a steal, partner. What a steal. What an interception. I don't know what you would call it. It was too fast.
Well,
but Baguion just anticipated the pass of Artadi. Artadi looking to attack right away. Bumawi ka agad.
Pinawi
yan ang PBL, partner. Walang sinasayang na oras.
Alam mo, ito mga players na ito, nagkakakitaan yan sa UAAP. And there's a lot of pride at stake over here.
Agaw na naman, another turnover for John O'Juice. Ronald Tubin is blocked from behind by Jeff Napa. He knew right away that he was going to take off with a ball to the right side.
Well, it was a 50-meter sprint that time around for Tubid and Artadi. Hindi alam ni Tubid na ayan yung agaw kanina, partner.
Oo. Ang ganda nung pagka-anticipate niya nung pasa. Ni Artadi. Artadi finds Tubid inside, gets the foul from Bong Salvador, and a three-point play opportunity for the Saint.
That's just a great pass inside by Artadi. He went baseline, and then he was cut off, but at the last moment, nakita niya yung kanyang teammate si Ronald Tuwid kumat sa loob nung nabigyan niya ng pasa.
Now, partner, this is going to be the prevailing problem in the second half, the foul situation natong John O'Juice. The foul was on Bong Salvador. That is also his third personal. Now, we run down the foul trouble para sa John O'Juice, partner. Sino ba yung medyo delikadingding na dyan?
Alam mo, marami ito, no? Pero let's start out with Miko Santos already with 4 personal fouls. With 3 fouls apiece, we have Olaguer and Salvador.
Grabe.
And then a lot of players with 2 fouls. De Ocampo, Ferrer, Barbosa, and Napa with 2 fouls apiece. So really, a lot of these players are in foul trouble. Makikita natin yan dito sa third quarter, how they are able to control the foul trouble. Ranidel de Ocampo, yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, the only big player that can really assert himself inside. Well, because of some technical difficulties, yung aking partner, papanorin niya daw muna yung mga ibang fans dito. I'll have to take on the game as that's a double dribble violation called here on Mendoza. Papasok ngayon itong si Kayabyab. Salvador, nursing those 3 fouls, will take a rest on the bench here of John O'Juice. Makikita natin ngayon yung matchup between Baguion and Artadi, the speedsters for both squads.
Okay, I'm back.
Are you back, Boom?
Did you miss me?
Not as much as I missed the fans over here, but...
What a pass by Baguion. Well, I was watching the whole time, partner. I was right beside you.
Okay.
And a great pass from Baguion to Barbosa. Baguion is making things happen here in the second half for John O'Juice. He's directing traffic so well right now.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Baguion has really just been setting the pace. He's been showing his teammates how to do it, and they're following on his footsteps.
Let's look at this play. Look at Baguion, the crossover move. He lost the ball momentarily, but he knew that Barbosa was just there lurking. And Barbosa, pinahirapan pa, dinala pa sa kabila.
Ganda ng pasa, no-look pass coming from Baguion. Barbosa, of course, not letting his teammate down.
But Barbosa commits the foul earlier. Itong si Dondon Mendoza missing another free throw. 62 all is our score. And Barbosa committed his first personal, and that's a sigh of relief for Coach Manny Dandan. At least si Barbosa, medyo on safe ground pa.
Well, a lot of players have a lot of fouls here in John O'Juice, but the nice thing about it is Coach Manny Dandan has been rotating a lot of them. So he's got a deep bench in the sense that a lot of them can really play.
Now, in the last partner, in the last time that Jerome Barbosa was here at the PBL for Bingo, what they didn't notice about this guy is this guy can pass. This guy can really pass, and he showed it there when he found Ranidel de Ocampo all alone underneath. Although he commits a blocking foul on Dondon Mendoza, medyo nagpahinga pa. Let's look at this. He knew Ranidel de Ocampo was just there. Look at him. Find Ranidel, and Ranidel de Ocampo already with 4 points in the ball game, all here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, ito si Barbosa is really a smart player, no? So he knows how to post up and look for those open players as well.
Wala pa sa penalty itong Anna Freezers. Villar launches a three, gets it to go.
Sabi sa'yo, partner, it will not slow down. These teams are just out to score.
And that's what basketball is all about to these players. Look at Barbosa gets three. And a freezer makers, the Barbarian.
I thought there were 4 green shirts down there. And Jerome Barbosa, he was not about to give up.
Again, the Barbarian just wreaking havoc there downstairs. John O'Juice.
Malapad ito, partner, no? It's really hard to box him out. He's got so much bulk inside to help him out.
But he's not that tall, but he also has great footwork, partner.
Yes, that's very true. Magaling mag-pivot ito.
Although he makes us look bad by missing that free throw.
Only you, partner. I don't know about me.
Thanks for leaving me up in the air.
At alam mo, si Direk has been spotting a lot of our fans over here, huh? He's been doing a good job at it.
66-65. Alamang pa rin itong Anna Freezers ng isa with 6:20 to play here in the third quarter. We are glad to have you with us. Alas 6 na po sa gabi na. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Welcome to the first game of the 20th season of your Philippine Basketball League. Boom Gonzalez with Paulo Trillo for the game. And hand, maya-maya, itong blue detergent against the ICTSI Archers going up against each other. That promises to be a great game, yung ating second game.
Oh, yes.
But this one is going to be a tough act to follow.
This is really setting the pace. Froilan Baguion earlier picked up foul number 3.
So, problemado na rin itong backcourt ni Coach Manny Dandan. Look at Baguion.
He's just being pesky tonight.
Exactly. Arjun Kayabyab. The escape act by Arjun Kayabyab. That play was all Arjun. Had Arjun written all over it. And now they get back the lead. 67-66. By the way, Miko Halili and Coach Ryan Gregorio joining you for game number 2. As you see, Ronald Tubin getting into fall.
Tubin has really developed into an all-around player. Naalala ko to dati, si Ronald Tubin is really known for his defensive presence. As we all know, he's also a defensive specialist. But then through the years,
and a leaper.
Yes, he's a high leaper. He's good at finishing the break. on the transition game, and he has also developed this jump shot as we take a look at this shot of his.
Ronald Tubit staying an extra second in the air just to get that shot to go. And the lead swinging back to Anna Freezer, 68-67. 68-67, and pretty faces joining us here at the Makati Coliseum as we see Ranidel De Ocampo draining his 6th point of the ball game, and again the lead swinging back to John O'Juice. It's a pendulum ball game, partner.
Yes, De Ocampo's got that decent outside shot. Now he's got that
Just
good,
like his brother.
yes, good perimeter look for a tall man. Maganda yan, that's another facet of his game.
At ang kinaganda, partner, nung pahinga nitong si Ranidel De Ocampo, lumaki ang katawan niya. As you see, the scoop shot by Paul Artadi.
And
Boy.
that's what I mean. That's like a Baldavid move. You know, he just knows how to throw his body into the air. Small guy sliding through for the deuce.
Ranidel De Ocampo wanted to slam that one home, but Don Mendoza was there to reject him. There was a foul though. And matatawagan si Leo Villar. Let's look at this play again. Paul Artadi this time showing us a little creativity. Underneath. Look at that.
That was underneath the big man's arms. Yeah.
Oh.
And now De Ocampo asserting himself inside. Like I said earlier, this guy is the only big man who I feel, along with Barbosa, can establish an inside presence. And De Ocampo now with 7 points in the third quarter.
Partner, kanina nakita natin one of the sneakiest players we ever had, si Willie Miller, katabi ni Coach Ricky Dandan. As you look at the field goals so far, John O playing very well, 80% from the field. And again, we are tied. Partner, if this is going to go down the wire, what a first game to open up the 20th season. Huh?
Shooting spree ito for both squads.
Sinong bibigay sa huli? Yan ang tatanungin natin. Mendoza, the turnaround jumper. No problem.
I wonder if both these teams practice over here in the Makati Coliseum.
I mean, they love this venue very much.
They do.
Barbosa hasn't been here in a long time. He wants to reacquaint himself.
And that will be the third personal foul of Don Mendoza. Notice every single time Jerome Barbosa gets the ball down low,
Tatlo agad.
tama, kailangan ng help defense. No? Kung hindi, iikutan niya lang yung
appearance para sa Anna Freezers. Jerome Barbosa. In the meantime, the Barbarian sits down. 4-minute mark. Arjun Kayabyab. Wala pa. Yung kanyang tira sa 3. So labang pa rin ang dalawa. Etong kapunan ng Anna Freezers. Both teams are tinkering in the penalty. As you look at Don Mendoza, etong yung hinok niya. Yan nahuli.
That's the hook. You know, sometimes the referees will catch it, sometimes they won't.
Yes.
But this time around, watch this. Yes.
The hook on Ranidel De Ocampo, and we have a timeout at the 3:51 mark of this third quarter. Magbabalik po ang inyong PBL. 3:51. And no, those are not the players.
Yes, they're just some of Boom's friends over here who have come to the PBL.
Yeah.
Pero iniimbita rin natin lahat ng mga fans out there na masarap manood dito sa Makati Coliseum. Come watch the future of Philippine basketball.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that is the wife of Coach Leo Isaac, Pia Isaac. At may laro sila mamaya. Ang kupunan ni Coach Leo, of course, Blue Detergent going up against the Archers, the ICTSI Archers.
That's if this game does not have a 5th or a 6th or a 7th quarter with the way it's going.
Don't pray for it. Paul Artadi picking up the loose ball with 3:30 to play in the third. Pascual, nakakita ng konting puwang pero nandun si De Ocampo, hindi niya maurong. Tumatakbo na naman ang John O'Juice. Neo with the escape job, wala. Tapi ka ng bola at mauhuli si Villar na nagtitinikling sa baseline.
Hindi ba napapagod ito mga players natin dito?
Ang ganda rin kasi, partner, nung talagang palitan ng tao ng dalawang coaches natin. So there's always fresh legs.
Tama, no? That's a good point. Fresh legs all the time. And with the resistance that these players have, As expected, this play game will not slow down.
Nahuli si Artadi. Fall away from the play and partner. Penalty foul yan. The Freezers already on. That's the 5th team foul for the Freezers. Paul Artadi fouling Chico Manabat even prior to the ball being inbounded.
Well, it's an exciting ball game. A lot of points are on the board. Yan ang maganda panoorin, and the fans are having a great time over here.
And I'm sure our TV audience too, all over the Philippines, who have missed the PBL. But we're back. And you know, the PBL went through a torrid year last year. A lot of tests, a lot of tribulations, but coming out of it unscathed. And now we're here on our 20th season. Better than ever. With our brand new member, itong John O'Juice. Of course, the RPU team also joining us for this contest.
Yes.
Although the wins, or let's say the games of the RPU team, are only tune-up games. We mentioned sa pre-game, Paolo, for those of you who did not see the pre-game show that we had. For all of the PBL member teams, hindi no betting games yan.
Tama. Pero magandang sideshow yan, partner. No? We're gonna see the best of the best for the RPU squad. That's the Philippine team that's training right now for the international competition. And we will be seeing them going toe-to-toe against the teams here in the PBL.
And you know that all the PBL member teams that will go up against the RPU team, or the RPU team that we have here as our guest team, hindi nila easy yan because matalo sila kasama sa team standing yun.
Tama, kasama sa team standings yan.
That's why you know that they're going to give it their all too. And that will be beneficial for both the PBL team and the RPU team.
Of course, as we take a look at another outside shot, and the foul was called, another foul.
Well, we've had a lot of points. We also had a lot of fouls in this ball game. I'm surprised that we haven't had somebody who graduated yet. Not that I'm praying for it.
Well, speaking of somebody graduating yet, you know, summer's just around the corner, and to all the graduates out there,
congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Batch 2002.
Come on over to watch the PBL game sometime.
We would love to have you here at the venue. Ronald Pascual missing the free throw. We have been tied for quite some time, partner. 72-72 is our score. It's going to be an interesting finish that we're going to experience in the fourth quarter. Pascual again with 2 misses.
Well, you know, he's actually missed his last 4 free throws.
As I was about to say, partner has missed a lot of free throws, making me wonder about, you know, his condition, really.
He's not. That's not the usual Roland Pascual that we know, that we've seen here in the PBL.
Even the game that he has played right now is not the usual Roland Pascual game. Artadi ang nagtitimon para sa Freezers. Mendoza against Gilbert Neo, the triple team at nagawa ni Chico Manabat. Manabat passing to Ranidel de Ocampo, who was not looking. Edric Ferrer with a back-to-the-basket shot.
That was a finger-roll shot for Edric Ferrer. And John O'Juice continues to run and continues to get those transition points.
For a time there, partner, nakita natin yung unfamiliarity, no? Ni Manabat and Ranidel de Ocampo.
Yes.
Buti na lang, na-salvage ni Edric Ferrer yung sitwasyon.
It was a lucky break that de Ocampo still had possession after that pass.
Manabat again fighting for the loose ball. At tingnan natin kung sino matatawagan ng foul. Pascual called for the foul, and again we troop to the other side. The third personal for Pascual. 2 free throws for Chico Manabat.
So both teams in the penalty now. Every foul will merit 2 free throws. And Chino Manabat, he's been very active, very aggressive in this quarter.
Just a little over 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Action has slowed down a bit because of the fouls that were committed. The penalty situation, making the teams, you know, run or make that walk from one end to the other, making free throws. But still, the points are piling. And now it's 76-72. We're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
Both these teams are on pace to hit that century mark of 100 points. I would say.
We ended the half 55-52, unless the defenses get a little bit better or the game turns a little bit sloppier in the fourth quarter, which we doubt. This game is going to reach the century mark, as you mentioned. 76-72 is our score. You're watching the Philippine Basketball League. find John O'Juice ahead 76-72, and we have this report from Haya at Chacoso.
Yes, thank you, Boom. Just like what you guys said earlier, talagang very good percentage ang pinapakita ng dalawang teams when it comes to their conversions and shots. That's why this is something to be happy about para sa part ni Coach Manny Dandan of the John O'Juice. He said that he's very pleased with the way his players are performing, and onting reminder lang for them para hindi sila mag-falter sa latter part of the game. They still have to play in a very good way, hustle, put pressure on Anna Freezer Kings and deprive them of a good basket. And last thing, he also appointed all his big men to really perform well inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Haya. Well, the game is so far from over. We got a long ways to go. And Ronald Pascual finding the mark of his first free throw and then missing again his 5th free throw of the ball game.
Quick release. Hindi pa nakaset up yung team that time.
Oh, Tolentino fouled Ronald Pascual in a mid-air collision. Of course, not intentional. Brian Tolentino checking in for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. And Ronald Pascual will go back to the line, partner, for another chance to redeem himself because he's looking bad so far from the free throw line.
Well, he's already attempted 6 free throws, and so far he's 1 for 6 from the line.
Alvin Grijaldo also coming into the ball game. This time he makes sure of his, well, the front end of the 2 free throws, cutting down the lead to 2, 76-74. You look at Migs Noble, formerly of the Ateneo Pioneer team, now joining Alaska in the PBA. Edric Ferrer against Jerome Chaneco.
That's a foul. That's a foul right there.
Huling-huli.
So again,
that's a useless foul against partner. Because at that point, Edric Ferrer wasn't a threat. He wasn't going to shoot a...
There's nothing he was going to do from out there. He wasn't in that shooting position.
Nor was he in a shooting stance, for that matter. But you're giving John O'Juice now 3 points. John O'Juice proving to be a headache. And I'm sure they will give a lot of teams, partner, a lot of problems in this ongoing Chairman's Cup. Remember, this is only the first game of the Chairman's Cup.
This is a very talented squad, and what we thought at first they would have problems with their familiarity, but then again, you come to think that the core of the NU Bulldogs is in this team, so somehow they are familiar with each other.
Jerome Chaneco redeeming himself by draining a 3-point shot to now snatch the lead back for his team, 78-77. Paul Artadi against Chico Manabat, leisurely putting that shot in.
He just floated and took that straight to the hole.
Chico Manabat wasn't about to foul him and give him a 3-point play.
Nope.
Inside, Jerome Gilbert Neo rather, missing that shot. 52 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Juice Makers relinquishing the lead to Anna.
They've been going a lot to Roland Pascual here in the 3rd quarter.
Go back to Pascual. Pascual with a one-hander. The patented Roland Pascual floater. And now, lumaki na yung lamang, 82-77. That's a 5-point lead all of a sudden for Anna Freezers.
They've quickened up the pace also.
And they made some defensive stops, partner.
Pero mapapansin na natin, partner, that most of the players on the floor right now, most of them are composed of the second stringers. So the starters have been resting. And we will see them come out in the 4th quarter. Sa panig ng Anna Freezers, you have Mendoza and their other leading scorer, Ronald Tubit, yes, on the bench right now.
That's right. Sa ako po na naman ng John O'Juice, etong sila Miko Santos, sila Arnold Booker.
You have Jerome Barbosa.
They're all on the bench still. So we're going to have a furious windup, I'm sure, when we get to the 4th quarter. In the meantime, this 3rd quarter is down to 15 seconds. Jerome Chaneco, hinahanap si Paul Artadi. And Paul Artadi will squeeze that clock. They go. James Ligo. Ligo umatake against 3 players. Wala. Pascual with a putback. And right on the buzzer too. Roland Pascual salvaging the
points at the end of the third quarter to give them a 5-point lead. That's a luxury at this point of the ballgame. 84-79. The Anna Freezers looking good so far behind their point guard, Paul Artadi. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of this game here, the 20th season of the PBL. Right here at the Makati Coliseum, ito po ang bahay ng inyong Philippine Basketball League, celebrating 20 glorious years of the country's premier amateur basketball league, attracting many beautiful faces. Well, in the third quarter, talaga, sorry. Talaga maghanap ni Direk ng mga... Yes, you were saying, Parker.
Dami The Anna Freezers shot an amazing 73% from the field in the third quarter. And I'm looking at that score right now, 84, they got 86-79. And it's almost impossible when you're looking at that score, and we're only here at the start of the fourth.
And looking at the first three quarters, kita mo dikit-dikit yung labanan, but it seems that Anna Freezers now, being the veteran team that they are here in the PBL, is showing a little more maturity and is starting to break away a little. Now, I'm saying that's just a 7-point lead, but the way this game has been played, it's been tit for tat, it's been a pendulum game.
Yes.
This is a luxury.
That's a big lead.
Yeah,
That's a big lead
exactly.
right here. When you consider how consistent both teams have been going in and out of this whole ball game.
At dito natin makikita siguro kung may karakter itong John O. Juice. Although this is only the first game of the tournament, pero dito natin makikita makakabalik pa sila. Froilan Baguion is doing the right things.
Baguion has just been
a spark plug.
Yes, he's been playing sterling performance here for him already with 12 points and 6 assists for the little man.
Jerome the lead again is 88-81. 12 points away from the century mark, and we have 9 minutes for Anna Freezers to achieve that. Ranidel goes the other way, fakes, and gets fouled. But that was a good pivot move.
Yes. He had Melvin Mamaklay guarding him, but Ranidel de Ocampo, he was very patient in that offensive play. Nakita natin, ginamit nga niya yung kanyang pivot going for the 2 points.
Foul though on the play as we look at Jeff Napa coming back into the ball game. Pinalitan nitong si Arjun Kayabyab. 9:09 remaining. Ating pang-apat na yugto. This is a long way to go for both teams. It's not a safe lead for Anna Freezers at all. Foul. Ayun talaga, kita mo, that was a fishing expedition partner for Jeff Napa.
Well, maganda yung pasahan doon ng Jazzo Juice, no? They were giving off, after faking, the players were always looking for the open man, and finally, Napa was fouled for 2.
Trying to slice that lead. Unsuccessful on the first attempt, though. Again, we're glad to have you with us on this beautiful Wednesday evening para sa ating PBL fans. Paalala lang natin na Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays ang ating laban, ating laro dito sa PBL.
Oh, thrice a week yan. Again, we see the defensive pressure being applied here by John O'Juice.
Partner Barbosa is back in the ball game, but Ronald Pascual doesn't care whether Barbosa was in his face.
Pascual has picked up the pace here for Anna Freezers in the second half. He went scoreless in the first half. That's when Tubid and Mendoza were scoring at will. But here in the second half, he took over.
And this is classic Ronald Pascual, partner. Yan ang ginagawa niya talaga. His points come in 10 to 12 feet away from the goal. That's what he's really known for. Here he goes again against the Barbarian. Pascual, nawala yung bola. Kapos yung tira ni Artadi. Coming up on the 8:15 mark of this fourth quarter. Barbosa fakes. Goes back to Froilan. Baguion naiwanan ng bahagya, lumutang pa. 4 points for Baguion here in the fourth quarter only.
No, Baguion already with 14 big points.
Oh,
and
pero 4 dito sa fourth.
Pero the little man has really continued to pour it on.
Smallest man on the floor, actually, partner, with the biggest heart. Ligo. Wala. And Ranidel de Ocampo, that's what he's there for.
You know, before we took a commercial break earlier, partner, naputol lang yung thought ko, no? I was talking about Ranidel de Ocampo. The good thing about yung kanyang... Uy! May una tayong casualty.
Oh, Melvin Mamamalay will pick up his 5th personal foul.
At lumalapit na sila ng bahagya dito sa laro na to. I was talking about Ranidel de Ocampo. Let me just finish my thought there, partner.
Yes.
Yung pagka-layoff niya, maganda yung nagawa sa kanya dahil ang laki ng katawan niya. When he was playing for Montana before, he was real thin.
Yes.
And now he has
bulked up.
Yes.
At pumasok na dito partner yung dalawa, si Tubit at si Mendoza, the 2 leading scorers for Ana.
Pascual misses that shot, and Ranidel de Ocampo, 7 rebounds in the ball game, asserting his might underneath, getting the ball there too. Pero that was Jerome Barbosa. Barbosa again, like you said earlier, partner, stealing his defender, getting the position and getting the pass and the advantage at the same time.
Yan ang specialty talaga nitong si Jerome Barbosa. And one more thing, partner, about Barbosa is he's so good at fishing for that foul. He'll get his position in and he'll try to feel his defender until such time that he can get a foul.
Now, during the commercial break, you were asking me whatever happened to Ogie Gumatay. He transferred to Anna Freezers from Blue Detergent, if I'm not mistaken. Now he's playing for Coach Rudy Mendoza. And, well, now we're seeing him for the very first time. Now, this is a veteran player who played major minutes for Blue Detergent under Coach De La Serna the last time out.
Yes, so this is a surprise move here by Coach Rudy Mendoza, keeping Ogie Gumatay on the bench for all throughout the ball game. And now in the 4th quarter, with 6:50 remaining, all of a sudden, he pulls him out to play.
Let's see if that ploy works. 6:43 to play in the 4th quarter. He's up against Royland Baguion. Tubit, corner pocket shot, short. Loose ball goes to the smallest guy on the floor. A 3-on-2. Booker goes all the way up and in.
That's a picture-perfect fast break play. Run well. Give credit there to Baguion, who found Booker on the right end.
Hustled for the ball and then gave him the no-look pass, partner. And now this is just a 1-point lead for the Anna Freezer makers. The pressure is on, but Ogie Gumatay, cold from the bench, drills a 3-point shot.
He was ice cold from the bench because it's really cold over here at the Makati Coliseum.
And the game are 3 quarters old. At matatawagan na offensive foul. Itong si Jerome Barbosa and Nico Santos will prepare to step in to the ball game. Sayang yun. And that's a big shot by Ogie Gumatay. That was a backbreaker right there.
Yes, and Barbosa will pick up 3rd personal foul. Yes, speaking of that shot, nobody expected Gumatay to really come up with that 3-point shot.
And it was a clean as a whistle shot. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Ogie Gumatay also called for the offensive foul. The referees are a bit wise to Ogie Gumatay's ways. So the ball will go back to the yellow shirts of Jano Juice, Coach Manny Dandan, head coach of this team.
Let's see, partner, the way I feel, kung sino kapunan dito can put up that defensive stance and can make the stops going to the end game, that will be the team that will have the advantage.
Baguion for the 3-point play. No, referee says otherwise. Referee signals that it was way before he took off. Roland Baguion, nangihinayang.
Well, it looked like he had continuation. Let's take a look at this one more time. The bump.
What a crossover move, partner, and Ogie Gumatay from our angle. It looked like he should have gotten continuation.
That should have been counted. That should have been, he should have been given continuation that time. But anyway, Baguion will go to the line for 2.
And he drains the free throw anyway. 93-90 is our score with 5:31 to play. Unang laro pa lamang to, Paolo. Itong ating 20th season.
Can you believe it, partner? I'm just amazed by the score we have here, 93-90. fourth quarter on opening day. Who would have expected these teams to come out shooting the lights out of the Makati Coliseum?
You know what would be really, really surprising, partner, on opening day?
Yeah.
An overtime game. Not that I'm wishing for it.
Don't wish for it. Don't even think about it, according to Direct.
I was just, trying to push it. Just trying to make you all laugh. Miko Santos commits the traveling infraction. And at the 5:08 mark of the fourth quarter, we have this timeout. We'll be back. Deputy Commissioner Tommy waving. Sanay na sanay sa camera.
Enjoying the game.
Tommy.
Oh.
93-90 is our score with 5:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Seems like this game is going to go down the wire, but we don't know. Maybe one team will just all of a sudden break away in the end.
Now
Really
we
tough
can
to
see.
predict.
Now we can see the defensive pressure and the defensive alignment really going all out.
And now they only have 10 seconds to execute their offense. Gumatay out to Pascual. He has to take it. And Ronald Tubin saves the day. Ronald Tubin gets that lead back up to 5. 95-90 with 4:30 to play in the fourth quarter. Dami pang oras nito, partner.
Oh, that's a big play by Ronald Tubin, following the shot and going for the offensive rebound.
Napa loses the ball in midair. And the Anna Freezers control.
Again, a defensive stop here for the green shirts as we go down the stretch.
James Ligo holding on to the ball. Gets it back. Throws up a three. Off the back iron at tumatakbo. Etong yellow shirts, Jeff Napa. Zigzagging. Baguion settles down. Goes to the baseline. Invites the contact partner and makes the shot. Boy, what a guy.
That's an amazing shot by Froilan Baguion, and he's able to fish the foul here against Ogie Gumatay.
And again, partner, Ogie Gumatay, partner, is known towards the end of the Challenge Cup. As we look at this play, the escape job. Froilan Baguion. Let's look at that. Okay, let's.
Yes, he makes the
on.
basket. He makes the basket here, and watch Ogie Gumatay now. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yes,
It was partly acting, partner.
could be incidental. It's a incidental play. I don't think Ogie Gumatay really meant anything, but
But here's a factor, partner, and let me just tell you that. Do we have a timeout? I think do we have a timeout at the 3:50 mark? We have a timeout. I'll explain it when we come back after this timeout. Makati Coliseum for the remaining 3:50 of this ball game. Let's look at that again. Now, from our angle, Paolo, it seemed like it wasn't really much of a swing. It's really tough to tell. Baguion, you see him also partly acting.
Yes,
partner.
yes.
Now, but the point here is, Ogie Gumatay, in the past, the Challenge Cup and last year's Chairman's Cup, he has been called for so many unsportsmanlike fouls. He has even been suspended from the Blue Detergent roster because of those, the number of unsportsmanlike fouls that he has committed. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is the referees have a different eye on him. Parang binabantayan na siya.
Yes, but
Mas
the way that replay looked to me, it was as if the experience factor of Baguion really, with that acting job, gave him that call.
Oh, sorry, miss for Ranidel de Ocampo. Back-to-back misses. Isusubo na lang, wala pa. At nahuli pang stepping. Etong si James Ligo. Eagle eyes.
And you saw those guys, a bunch of fans right there, really into the action.
Oh, yeah.
Crucial call, very crucial call. There's his foot. Oh, we can't say from this angle.
From this angle, it's tough.
Well, I guess the referee saw that one.
3:30 to play in our fourth quarter. Oh, Baguion with a surprise three. That comes up short. That would have been big. That would have brought the house down.
We've got a ballgame, partner. Just a 2-point lead here.
You better believe it. 95-93. 3:14 ang nalalabi dito sa ating pang-apat na yugto. Nagtitimon para sa Anna Freezers. Itong si Robin Mendoza. Don Mendoza off to Ligo. Ligo, lumapit ng bahagya. Patay na naman.
That's just clutch play here, a very important play here for Ligo.
And in that play, partner, Baguion tried to rush things, and he loses the ball in the process, or he lost the ball in the process, and now giving another chance for Anna Freezers to extend this 4-point lead.
Robbie Mendoza now will take the place of Ogie Gumatay at the point.
Oy! A risky pass by Robin Mendoza. Malamig na pumasok dito sa laro.
Oh, that was a careless pass.
Exactly.
Cross court, and that will really be picked up.
Cross court, tapos mababa pa. And Ranidel de Ocampo doing the smart thing. Gets the foul in the basket. A chance to go for the three-point play opportunity. And a chance to slice this lead, which stands at 2. Let's look at that play again.
And guess what, partner? This is going to be the 4th personal foul for Mendoza.
Oh, so he's going to be a liability on defense.
Yes, huh?
And, you know, going back to the foul situation, partner, itong mga players na John O'Juice, they were able to control their foul problems. Huh?
Yes, they did. They were able to control it.
Miko Santos is still playing. He's on the brink. Andyan din sila Barbosa, sila Baguion.
Still no graduates for them.
Exactly. Nauna pa sa kabila.
Uh-huh.
And now, Anna Freezers in the penalty also, partner, itong John O'Juice. They have 2 more fouls to give before they reach the penalty.
They've stayed away from that.
Baguion called for the foul as James Ligo makes that turnaround shot. 2:10 remaining. That is the 4th personal on Froilan Baguion of the National University. Ayan na, getting ready. Behind, nakita mo si Coach Ryan Gregorio. He will be with Miko Halili for our second game between Blue Detergent and the ICTSI Archers. Looking at Coach Rudy Mendoza trying to stay in front in this ball game. James Ligo comes up short.
So the pressure now telling on the ANA players as James Ligo really short. Actually, he also looks a bit winded here, short on that attempt.
Ayun na naman, that was again short, partner.
Yes.
Good point. Baka pagod na rin to si Ligo.
He needed more legs on that shot.
Crossover move. Baguion out to Ranidel. Wala. At mapupunta sa Anna Freezers. Lahat ng tao dito sa Makati Coliseum napatayo.
Oh, what a shot. If that shot had gone in, I was just about to point out the crossover move of Baguion. That was Allen Iverson at his best, man.
Mendoza going back to the point guard. And James Ligo now calling the 5th play. 10 seconds para sa kupunan ng Anna Freezers. Mendoza, great fake, great shot, partner. What a shot from Don Mendoza. Mendoza already with 20 big points across the stage.
He really had to step back and take that one. Tough shot for Mendoza.
Nakaagaw pa siya. So he does it on both ends of the floor, partner.
So Mendoza now coming up with real important plays on both ends, as you said.
Itong Anna Freezers on the brink of the century mark already with 99 points to their name. Ligo, a tough shot. Wala. Ronald Dubin with a putback, cleaning up the garbage and giving them a 5-point lead, 101-96 with 1:05 to play here in the 4th quarter. You're watching the PBF Coliseum. Don Mendoza with a killer fake, the killer jump shot, swishes the net on that one, giving them at that time a 3-point lead. And then this move. James Ligo, short on the jumper. Ronald Tubid coming out of nowhere to tip it back in for the 5-point lead. 101, partner. 96, 101 points, partner, for Anna Freezers.
Yes, Anna's coming up with the big plays down the stretch. That time, Tubid was just on top of everyone.
But don't count this team out, partner. They're still in the thick of the fight. Only down by 3 points. Arjun Kayabyab with a side-stepping move to the hoop.
Okay,
40 seconds.
This could be the play of the game right here.
Let's see kung paano didiskarte dito si James Ligo. Ligo with a turnaround. Tough shot. Kayabyab with a rebound. Oh, nakuha pa ni Kayabyab pero naagaw at mukhang may foul. This is crucial because this is we only have 23 seconds left.
So Kayabyab will be fouled. by Mendoza, and
And he
Mendoza
will go
picks
out.
up his 5th personal foul.
23 seconds left. That is the second casualty of the ball game. Earlier, Leo Villar make that Melvin Mamaclay fouled out for antifreezers. Now, Mendoza joining him in the showers.
And that's not such a good foul to give up, partner.
Exactly.
They stopped the clock. They put Cayabyab on the line with 23 seconds left.
And I don't know if Coach Manny, I'm sure Coach Manny Dandan realizes that they're not in the penalty. They're looking at the scoreboard right
yes.
now. So when the ball goes back to antifreezers,
They'll have to foul.
they'll have to.
First of all, of course, they have to try to go in for that steal, but if they can't get the steal, they'll have to foul.
Arjun Cayabyab responding to the pressure, at least for the first free throw. Coach Manny Dandan, his first game here in the PBL for this 20th season from the National University.
Well, Cayabyab is a good shooter, so he nails both free throws.
No problem. And now, you know that the antifreezers are going to milk the clock, so
They have to foul.
have to foul.
John O'Juice has
Wala
to
sila sa
foul.
penalty, partner. And Coach Manny Dandan,
Shot clock is off. They have to foul.
you know what? Ronald Pascual shot an early jumper.
He didn't have to take that,
He
but then
didn't even.
here comes Froilan.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
What a shot by Froilan Pagyon! That was Froilan Pagyon all the way, but Arjun Cayabyab is down, sprawled on the floor. But boy, that cannot take away the moment from Froilan Pagyon. 102, 101, John O'Juice ahead by 1. Are we going to a timeout?
Did you see
Woo!
that play?
I saw it.
You know,
But-
too many things were happening
I
at
know.
the same time. We did not see
Okay.
what happened to
Partner,
Cayabyab.
this is the problem. They didn't have to shoot in this play,
They
partner.
just could have. All they had to do was hold on to the ball and just eat up the clock. But Pascual took that shot.
With 11 seconds to go. And now Froilan Pagyon zigzagging his way and then double clutching.
Look at that shot, coast to coast. Woo! In the air, Baguion with the deuce.
Froilan Pagyon in this ball game with 20. Make that
20 big points.
20 big points for the smallest guy on the floor. But partner, let's look at this play. With 11 seconds to go, Pascual made the attempt. He didn't have to shoot.
He didn't have to shoot. That's what we were saying. We were saying John O'Juice had to foul.
Look at Pagyon eluding 5 players, partner, from the antifreezers and double clutching that shot for the 1-point lead. But this ain't over. 1.2 seconds remaining. John O'Juice, its debut here in the 20th season of the Philippines Basketball League.
And you know, it couldn't get any better than
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Game opener,
I told you.
hitting the century mark with a last second shot. And they're over. 1.2 seconds remaining.
When we said at the start of this ball game that we were going down the wire, the way it was going to go, the way the game was played, that we were going to go down the wire, we were not kidding.
Yes, we
And
were
partner,
kidding.
102 points. That is an incredible output for a new team.
Not only that, both teams
Both
over
teams.
100 points. Well, we hope nothing serious happened to Cayabyab in that last play.
He's down there. He took off his shoe already, so it seems to be the ankle.
Yes.
The left ankle of Arjun Cayabyab. But that, you cannot take away the play from Froilan Pagyon. And now Coach Manny Dandan calls his own timeout with 1.2 seconds remaining. He's going to check on his defensive alignment. As we look at the antifreezers bench, 1.2 seconds. This is the longest 1.2 seconds of my whole life, partner. Okay, let's examine how this game went again. Partner, the last 2 minutes of this ball game, because of the exploits of Don Mendoza and Ronald Tubit, they were able to establish a 5-point lead. And somehow it felt comfortable. Medyo relax na sila no, time na yun. Okay, let's listen to this first.
Pag tanggap,
Okay, now, for those of you, huwag kayo magugulat, Robin Mendoza usually maps out the plays for antifreezers.
Obviously, playing assistant coach.
That's right. Obviously, partner, as what you heard, sabi nila, pag tanggap ng bola, pupukol sila.
They're going to go for a catch and shoot because John O'Juice has one foul to give.
Etong masakit ngayon para sa John O'Juice. They should not foul the player while he's taking a shot.
Right. John O'Juice not in the penalty, so they might try to give up a foul, but Anna Freezers is aware of that. So
and this is the problem for Anna. They're inbounding from the backcourt. And that's going to take up a whole lot of time.
Here it goes.
Good line, partner. Good line.
Almost.
But it was short. And what a debut for John O'Juice, the team of Senator John Osmeña. He's there at the sideline. This basketball game